I didn't really start living until I found you. Wow. Just let that sink in for a moment.
Or this one. You didn't just save my heart, you gave it a new beat. Pretty powerful stuff.
The Deep Dive, a podcast powered by NeonKore Media. Hey everyone, welcome back. So glad you could join us.
Yeah.
We often search for answers, for that spark of inspiration in places we expect, right?
Sure. Mentors, books, therapy.
Yeah.
The usual suspects. All good. Definitely valuable.
Totally. But today, we're diving into a story that kind of flips that whole idea on its head.
Completely.
It shows how sometimes the most profound healing, the biggest creative comeback, can actually arrive from somewhere totally unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a journey from this place of deep, deep darkness and feeling nothing.
Numbness.
Yeah, numbness, back into feeling alive again. And it was fueled by this connection, this unexpected connection with music.
Specifically K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
And one group in particular, Twice.
Exactly. We got really pulled into the story, kind of explored how it all unfolded.
Yeah, we dug deep.
And we're really excited to share what we found with you today.
What gets me about this whole narrative is how it takes this really specific, almost unlikely example to illustrate something totally universal. You got someone who was just incredibly lost.
Yeah.
Feeling profoundly disconnected, from himself, from his creativity.
Core, yeah.
And he somehow finds his way back through this, global pop phenomenon.
Which on the surface you might just dismiss as entertainment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pure entertainment.
Uh-huh.
But it forces you to look again, doesn't it?
Right.
Where we actually find connection, find comfort, find ourselves, really.
It really does.
Yeah.
And the person at the center of this is Daniel Bates.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's super important to get who Daniel was before all this happened.
Yeah, the context is key.
He wasn't just like a casual listener who stumbled onto some catchy songs. This guy's deep in the music industry.
Oh, yeah. Multifaceted, doesn't even cover it.
Right. An artist himself, a producer, storyteller, entrepreneur.
He had different personas for different creative lanes, too.
Yeah, you mentioned DLB for music.
Dante East for film and fashion.
And at Daniel's vision, that was more for literary stuff, cinematic projects.
And he built this whole structure, Orison Holdings Coney, to kind of house it all.
Right, like an umbrella for all his creative work.
Exactly. Orison Holdings wasn't just like a name on paper. It was the actual engine room, the operational hub for everything he was putting out there, the distribution, the strategy.
So he knew the nuts and bolts, the production, the marketing, the business side.
Oh, intimately. The grind. He knew what it took to build and sustain a creative career.
Which makes the twist even more fascinating, I think.
That's what I thought. Here's someone who understands the architecture of making art professionally.
Yeah.
And then his own personal emotional architecture gets rebuilt by something that felt, well, he said it felt more real than the world he was already in.
Which is wild, considering the K-pop world's reputation for polish.
Paradoxical, right.
Yeah.
But we'll get into why he felt that way.
Okay, but first, the state he was in before, Twice, the picture painted is stark. Really stark.
Yeah, it wasn't just a slump. Not a minor creative block.
No way. This was deep, debilitating burnout.
And not just from the industry, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like it was life itself, total exhaustion.
Yeah, complete exhaustion.
Wow.
And wrestling with really severe mental health challenges. He specifically mentions bipolar disorder and depression.
That combination. Wow, that's an incredibly heavy burden. It can feel just impossible to carry.
And connecting that, bipolar and depression, they can be so isolating.
Usually isolating.
Yeah.
Leads to that profound disconnection from reality, from yourself.
And then you layer on top of that significant personal losses.
Yeah, the heartbreak was mentioned, specifically losing someone named Mercy.
Mm.
So you combine that kind of grief with the mental health battles and the professional burnout. It sounds like a perfect storm.
Just a vortex of pain and disconnection,
Yeah.
and the effect on his creative self. Just devastating.
He called it the creative silence.
Yeah. The artist inside him, his whole identity, really, just went quiet.
Muted.
Totally muted. He felt like the kid with all those dreams got shoved aside, silenced by the weight of it all.
Mm-hmm.
He said he felt emotionally numb, couldn't feel anything.
Lost the rhythm of life.
That phrase, lost the rhythm of life, that just hits hard, doesn't it?
It really does. It's more than just feeling sad. It's like being out of sync with existence itself.
A fundamental disconnect from the pulse of being alive. And he even felt, this is chilling, like he was already gone.
Already gone.
Yeah.
Wow. That signals such a deep level of detachment. despair.
Yeah.
It's beyond just feeling low. It's like the internal lights just went out, everything shut down.
And for someone whose whole life revolved around creativity.
His lifeblood.
Exactly. That creative silence, it wasn't just a symptom, it was like losing a fundamental piece of himself.
Yeah, he built this whole universe, right?
Yeah.
DLB, Dante East, Artisan Holdings.
Mm.
But the spark, the actual energy source, was just extinguished, gone.
Okay. How do you even start to come back from that?
Right. You'd think it would take some massive intervention, something specifically targeting the healing process.
Therapy, medication, a total life overhaul.
Yeah. But the spark, the thing that actually broke through.
It came from the most random place.
So unexpected.
A seemingly tiny, insignificant little thing. A TikTok video.
A TikTok video. It almost sounds too simple, doesn't it?
Totally. But sometimes that's all it takes, right? Just that tiny crack.
A little bit of light getting in. And it wasn't even twice at first.
No, it was a quick, raw clip of Kokona from the group XG.
Just rapping.
Yeah, just rapping. Not super polished, just this small moment that somehow created a pull. He said it felt like a shift.
It just shows you serendipity plays such a huge role sometimes in how we heal. You can't plan for that stuff.
Not at all. And from that tiny, tiny spark, he fell down the rabbit hole.
The infamous rabbit hole.
Right. No, he apparently already had this habit during the pandemic.
Which so many of us did.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Finding comfort, connection by watching reaction videos online. I've kind of wondered about that myself, if that whole period of isolation maybe primed us for these kinds of digital connections.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
Seeking out other people's reactions as a proxy for shared experience when we couldn't have the real thing.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like maybe he was unconsciously searching for something, some kind of connection.
And that digital space just happened to be where the unexpected could show up.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was watching reaction videos specifically, that suggests he was already looking for shared emotional resonance, right? Even through a screen, he was navigating these online spaces that are all about authentic reactions, even if they're curated sometimes.
So maybe he was just uniquely open, receptive to the kind of genuine feeling he was about to encounter.
Could be. And that's where he found 2YC.
Yep. He said it started out as just curiosity, standard rabbit hole stuff.
But then it quickly became something more.
Yeah, way more. Bigger, deeper. He even used words like spiritual and healing.
Wow.
He wasn't just scrolling past their content. He consumed it.
Everything, right.
Yeah.
Music videos, their debut stuff from the survival show.
Variety shows, live performances. He just soaked it all in.
And the key thing, the difference maker.
You felt them. It wasn't just watching, it was feeling.
That shift from just passively viewing to actively, emotionally consuming, that's huge.
Yeah.
It means he wasn't just observing anymore, he was internalizing it, letting their energy, their performances, their personalities actually impact him.
Whether it was conscious or not, he was opening himself up to feeling again.
And twice somehow became the conduit for that, the channel.
And the impact, it was immediate and physical.
Yeah.
He talks about finding ourselves doing things he hadn't done in years. Smiling? Crying even?
Wow, just from watching them.
Yeah. He even noticed changes in his breathing. Just think about that.
That is incredible.
Watching people on a screen thousands of miles away was literally changing his physical state. They gave him something he desperately needed, something that was missing, a place to feel again.
After all that numbness.
Exactly, like tangible permission to come back.
Permission to come back. I like that phrasing.
Me too. Their presence, even digitally, it became his refuge.
That word permission, it suggests the numbness wasn't just like an absence of feeling. It was a barrier.
Right? Maybe self-imposed, maybe built by the trauma, the depression.
And 2YC's energy, their authenticity, whatever it was he perceived, it somehow got past that barrier.
Yeah.
Created this safe space, this refuge, where he could slowly start to dismantle those walls and, reconnect with his own emotions.
And there were these specific moments, like little emotional explosions. He mentioned their debut video, like, ooh, ah, said it hit him right in the chest. Like a truly visceral reaction.
Okay.
But the moment,
right,
the one he actually pinpointed, was the beat drop in their song Feel Special.
Ah, Feel Special. Epic.
He says that was the exact moment he felt anything again after all that time.
Wow. Just bang.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like a key turning in a lock. He described it as an instant emotional awakening, one specific sound in a song just cracked everything open for him.
That specificity is fascinating, isn't it? The
Yeah.
beat drop in Feel Special. I mean, musically, it's a powerful shift.
Totally.
And the song itself, lyrically, it's about feeling seen, feeling significant again after being in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So for that particular musical moment to hit him so hard, to be the trigger, it suggests the music structure and its message just perfectly lined up with where he was internally.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a catchy part of the song. It was like a sonic representation of the shift he needed to feel inside.
Wow. Okay. And here's where his own background adds this really unique perspective.
Right. The industry insider.
Yeah. Coming from the Western music world, which he knew was heavily structured, sometimes felt manufactured, he looks at the K-pop system, which, let's be real, is known for its intense training, its polished look.
Right. The factory stereotype sometimes.
Exactly. And he felt it was more real than anything I'd seen in years.
Which sounds totally backwards at first glance.
It does.
But this is one of the most insightful parts, I think. How could something so polished feel more real?
Yeah. What was he seeing?
He was seeing past the gloss, apparently. He perceived something deeper, more authentic in the grind.
Okay.
The years of intense training they go through, the visible passion, the sheer dedication you see on stage. And what he interpreted as genuine emotion coming from artists like Twice.
So from his viewpoint, knowing how things can be calculated in the Western industry.
Yeah, the market-driven decisions, the curated personas that can sometimes feel, well, less than authentic.
Right.
The raw effort, the perceived sincerity he saw in K-pop.
Yeah.
It felt paradoxically more honest to him.
It wasn't about pretending it was effortless. It was about seeing the work, the commitment.
Exactly. The visible labor, the genuine commitment to their craft, and crucially, the connection with their fans.
Yeah.
That felt real to him.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit more. Why Twice? What was it about this specific group, these 9 women, their story, their music, that connected so deeply with him in that specific, vulnerable place?
Yeah, good question. I think you kind of have to look at how they started, their foundation. They weren't just put together in a boardroom. They were, like you said, forged in the fire of that competition show, 16, back in 2015.
The survival show.
Imagine being 16 trainees, living together, constantly judged, fighting for just a few spots in this new group. That kind of pressure, that vulnerability, it was part of their story right from the start.
And it wasn't a clean finish either, was it? There were twists in the final lineup.
Totally. So you got added through fan voting after she'd been eliminated, which was kind of controversial.
Okay.
And Momo, who also didn't make the initial cut on the show, was brought back specifically by the producer.
So right from the get-go, their journey wasn't typical. It showed they already had this connection with the audience and maybe that they needed this resilience to deal with unexpected turns.
Definitely set a unique tone. And their debut song, like Ooh, it wasn't like an overnight explosion.
No.
It built up steam steadily, especially online. It showed this kind of slow burn connection happening.
Okay.
But their breakthrough, that was massive for 2016.
Yes, cheer up.
That song, and especially Sana's Shy line that went viral.
Instantly iconic.
Totally. That just shot them into the stratosphere, earned them the nickname Korea's national girl group. They just captured the public's heart.
And they kept that momentum going, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Hits like TT came next.
Yeah.
Huge globally, especially in Japan. Remember the TT pose?
Everywhere. You couldn't escape it.
Right. And they just kept releasing hit after hit, evolving, breaking sales records, streaming records.
And making serious moves into the Western market, too, with sold-out stadium tours now.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
But what's really crucial, I think, about their long-term success is how they've been willing to evolve.
They didn't just stay in that initial bright, bubbly color pop sound.
Exactly. Around 2019, with songs like Fancy and especially Feel Special.
The one that hit Daniels so hard.
Yeah. They shifted towards a more mature sound, a more mature image, explored different genres.
That shows growth, right? Adaptability. They weren't afraid to change things up, dig into maybe deeper emotions.
Definitely, like in Feel Special, lyrically and musically.
And they managed all this while dealing with the insane pressures of the K-pop industry.
Which are immense.
Yeah.
And we've seen their vulnerability, too.
Yeah. Members taking breaks for their health, Mina stepping away for severe anxiety.
John taking time off for her mental health and an injury.
And these weren't secrets swept under the rug. They were handled pretty openly with support from the group, the company.
Yeah, transparency. Seeing these idols who seemed so perfect show that human vulnerability, that resilience under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That must have resonated so deeply with Daniel, given what he was going through.
Totally. Seeing people you admire navigate similar struggles, it can be incredibly validating, right? Less isolating.
Absolutely.
Inspiring, even. But maybe the biggest testament to their bond, their resilience, was in 2022.
Ah, the contract renewals.
Yeah. All 9 members renewed their contracts together, which is huge in K-pop.
It defies the infamous 7-year curse, where groups often disband or lose members around that mark.
Right.
That collective decision to stay together,
Right.
it's almost unheard of. It was seen as this powerful statement of unity, loyalty, shared vision.
Like a blueprint for how groups can actually last and grow together.
Exactly. So for Daniel, feeling so fragmented himself, feeling already gone, to witness this powerful, unified group choose to stay together, choose to face the future as one, that must have been such a potent symbol.
Like an anchor. Stability, connection that lasts.
Precisely.
So when you bring it back to Daniel, he found more than just music in Twice, didn't he?
Way more. He found their lightness, he said, their laughter, their humanity.
They weren't just performers on a screen. They felt like warmth.
Yeah. He called them a pocket of pure, unadulterated joy.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it? Their bond with each other, that positive energy they put out, their shared story of overcoming things. It gave him stability, connection, something to hold on to in his darkest time.
And that idea you mentioned earlier, their music and presence as emotional architecture.
Yeah, it suggests it wasn't just passive listening. It actively helped him structure his inner world again.
Gave shape to the chaos.
Exactly. Provided a framework, maybe, to start processing feelings he couldn't even access before. The structure in their music, the synchronicity, the consistent positive vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe that offered a sense of order that was missing inside him.
Okay, so this connection builds online, through screens, through videos, and it leads to this intense desire, this need to experience it live, in person.
Yeah, he felt this pull, right? Almost spiritual.
He called it a pilgrimage, not just going to a concert as a fan. It felt necessary for his healing.
He knew the digital thing was powerful, but that live energy, it's different.
Totally different. A shared experience.
Exactly. A live concert. It's more than just you and the music. It's collective.
Yeah.
It's this shared energy field. Thousands of people feeling the same thing, singing the same lyrics, riding that same emotional waves together.
And if you've been feeling isolated.
Stepping into that communal space, it can be incredibly powerful. It validates the connection you felt alone, makes it real, tangible.
So he didn't just go to one show.
No, he went to 3. And he described them as 3 pieces of my soul stitched back together.
Wow. Okay, piece by piece. The first one, Arlington, Texas, July 2023.
Globe Life Field. His home turf, he called it.
And he had that classic concert chaos moment, right? Running late, missing sound check.
Yeah, totally relatable.
Yeah.
But he made it. VIP floor, light stick ready, fan gear on.
But he walked in feeling unsure.
Yeah, that wave of uncertainty, like, do I belong here? Even after everything.
Which just shows how deep that self-doubt can run, doesn't it?
Totally. You're there, you've done the journey, got the merch, but that inner voice is still questioning things.
But then, Twice came on stage.
And instantly, he said, the doubt just vanished.
Gone. He just knew I was exactly where I was meant to be. The energy was unreal, the connection instant, this electric pole, soul to soul. He compared it to how people talk about Michael Jackson's presence.
Wow. High praise.
Yeah. And in that moment, in that energy, he felt this message wash over him. You matter. You're seen. You're loved.
Oh, man. For someone who felt already gone.
Right. To receive that kind of validation so powerfully, so viscerally, it must have been like being jolted back to life.
Yeah. Confirmed everything he'd felt through the screen. He called that first concert spiritual clarity.
Spiritual clarity, not just mental clarity. It's deeper, like aligning with something bigger, finding truth in that moment.
Feeling seen, feeling loved. It's fundamental.
Absolutely, but the journey didn't stop there.
No, he followed them across the world.
To Bulacan in the Philippines.
And he called that one a full circle awakening.
Okay. And then the third stop.
Las Vegas, Sin City.
And there he found peace in neon form.
I love that description. Peace in neon form.
Me too. The progression is really something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like stages of healing. Arlington was the breakthrough, the clarity. Bulacan, the full circle awakening, maybe suggests a deeper integration, reconnecting with himself.
Yeah, makes sense. And Vegas, finding peace amidst the neon chaos.
It suggests he could bring that inner peace out into the world,
Yeah.
right? Not needing isolation anymore, but finding center, even in the noise.
He really stresses how profound these shows were for him, not just fun concerts.
No, he uses heavy words. Spiritual experiences, awakenings, a homecoming.
Even finding God in the music, experiencing transcendence, feeling truly alive again.
That language, it tells you these were peak moments, moments of intense presence, connection, emotion that lifted him right out of that numbness and despair.
Like the music, the energy, the shared space with other fans, it created something sacred for him.
Yeah, a space where he could feel fully alive again, a return to vitality he thought was lost forever.
And this whole journey, right, this emotional spiritual comeback through Twice, it didn't just stay personal.
No, it fed directly back into his creative life.
The well refilled.
Exactly. The emotional well refilled. So the creative well could too. The capacity to feel, connect, experience joy again. It unlocked the creative energy that had gone dormant.
The resurrection, he called it, of DLB and Dante East.
Yeah. It wasn't like he forced himself back to work. It was an organic result of the healing. He started writing again, dreaming again, building again.
And it even shifted how he approached the industry he knew so well.
Right. He went back to consulting, but the why was different.
Before, maybe it was the grind, the business.
Now he talks about being driven by purpose, by legacy.
His whole experience gave him a new motivation, a new reason.
That's a powerful shift. Moving from maybe external validation or just habit to being driven by internal meaning, wanting to contribute something lasting.
Twice he didn't just restart his career, they kind of redefined it.
Yeah, gave it a new direction, a new purpose.
So when you boil it all down, what's the core message Daniel himself takes away from this? He says it pretty directly.
Yet, K-pop didn't just entertain him.
It saved his life.
And Twice didn't just save his heart.
They gave it a new beat.
Those statements are just huge. They really underscore what Twice became for him, a lifeline.
And he talks about how they did it too, by showing him a pure and real form of love.
Describing it as kind, soft, playful.
That specific description, it suggests it was different from maybe other things he'd experienced. Gentle, accepting, healing.
Yeah. He felt his life didn't truly start until he found them.
And this ties into something really fundamental about Twice and their fans, Once.
That relationship.
Daniel's story is like the ultimate example of what he calls this special and precious relationship. Almost miraculous, he says.
Built just across screens and continents through shared feelings.
And it seems mutual, doesn't it? Twice members openly thank fans, seem genuinely grateful, even asking like, why do you like us so much?
Yeah, and expressing that desire to be a source of strength back to the fans. Saying things like, let's stand up together.
Offering support.
That perceived reciprocity, that two-way street. That's key to the power of the Twice's bond, I think.
It's not just one-way adoration.
No. The artists acknowledge the fans, show vulnerability, say they want to support them back. And seeing fan projects actually move the members to tears. That reinforces it all.
So for Daniel, finding that family I'd never met within the fandom that provided community, belonging, understanding.
Still that void left by the isolation.
Yeah, and now he's channeling it all outward.
Paying it forward.
Yeah. His creative work now, his drive, it comes directly from finding that light. He says he lives now, so I can pass that feeling on.
Creating work specifically to help others see hope. To show them that even from the darkest place, a spark, a connection, a community can actually lead you back to life.
That's a powerful purpose, taking the healing he received and extending it as a lifeline to others.
His art isn't just self-expression anymore. It's a vessel for that hope.
You know, ultimately, this story, it goes beyond just K-pop, beyond Daniel Bates.
Definitely. It taps into something universal.
Yeah. That human need for connection, right? To feel seen, validated, like you belong somewhere.
Yeah, and it shows how art, whatever form it takes, can be that mirror, making us feel understood when we feel totally alone.
And how finding your tribe, your community, whether it's a fandom or something else, it can be such a powerful coping tool, a source of real strength.
In those shared live experiences we talked about, they forge these really strong, lasting emotional bonds that can anchor you when everything else feels like it's drifting.
So the big takeaway from this deep dive, for me at least, is that healing, finding your purpose again, rediscovering joy, it doesn't always follow the map you expect.
Not at all. It can show up in the most surprising ways. Through art that just clicks with you, through human connection, even if it starts through a screen.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? If Daniel found his way back through K-pop, what unexpected source of light, what inspiration might be waiting out there for you?
What seemingly unrelated passion could unlock something new in you, give your heart that new beat?
It's a powerful reminder to just stay open, you know? Look for those sparks, because you never know.
Be receptive to the unexpected. That's where the magic often happens.
Definitely something to chew on. What's your unexpected source of light? That was, yeah, a really fascinating dive into connection, healing, and unexpected sparks. Love exploring these kinds of stories.
Me too. There are so many surprising ways art and culture weave into our personal lives. That's a whole other deep dive, maybe.
Oh, for sure. We'll definitely get into that more next time.
Sound good.
Thanks so much for diving with us today.
Yeah, thanks for listening.